I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. He'd let us in.
Oh, hummingbirds are just, to me, one of the first signs of spring. I mean, they're out all the time, but they really seem to, I mean, I kind of consider them to be like the garden bling. They just kind of fly on in. My favorite ones are the ones kind of neon green on the belly.
Yeah, those are so cool.
Although they're also cute.
Yeah, my friend Sean has like 9 hummingbird feeders
really?
Underneath his eave, and it's so amazingly beautiful to sit there. It's like you're watching National Geographic
Totally.
or something.
It's
entertaining to me.
It is. It's relaxing. It's fun. And I think that, like a lot of us gardeners, you know, we get kind of prideful, like, oh, I had the first tomato of the season.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I saw the first hummingbird, you know what I mean? And so I think that we could talk about some ways to bring those hummingbirds without a feeder. I mean, a feeder is cool. Definitely a feeder is great, but why not have some plants that will really become a hummingbird habitat?
Right. And also, you know, the feeders are great, but you do have to disinfect them every once in a while. You can't just let them go.
I know what you're going to say. A little vinegar.
Well, the white vinegar will do the trick. You know it.
I think this guy has stock with Heinz or something. He's all about
I'm
the
vinegar king. That's right.
Yeah.
No, it's just
I take
great.
vinegar tablets now, by the way.
Do you?
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's not great. But I feel I'm clean. I don't know.
Heck yeah, you are.
And I'm attracting hummingbirds,
Yeah,
apparently.
they're all over the studio. Gee, they're swarming right now.
They're all over me. Anyway, so let's talk about what is a hummingbird habitat. It means you're going to have flowers and shrubs and trees that make nectar. It's going to be like
yeah, that's right.
And it's basically
I'm sorry. What do they do?
And now you heard it. I'm not going to do
I
the
gotta
sound.
know what they do. There you go. Okay.
Like that. I don't know. I'm terrible. I'm terrible with effects, but the thing is, I get an A for effort.
I agree. I don't think you're
it's
terrible.
It's theater of the mind. You know, are you in the moment? You feeling it? Are you feeling it?
Let me hear the difference between the hummingbird sound and then do the rodent sound. Let me hear the difference.
Oh, okay.
So here's
rodent,
do hummingbird.
The hummingbird is.
Okay.
It's kind of a sweet.
And the rodent. Oh, yeah. There
See,
you go. Huge
he's got
difference.
these big teeth getting out of there. It's all in his business with those teeth.
That's right, yeah.
It's more like he's, don't go me.
No,
don't get me started with the rodents.
No.
So the nectar is the key, and there's a bunch of plants. In fact, we're going to walk you through 10 of them that you can get right now for your balcony, for your garden. It's going to make you like the queen or the king of the block. And everyone's going to say, what's your secret? How are you? What are you, like Snow White or something?
That's right.
Cinderella?
I'll tell you what the secret is.
What are you?
Well, you listen to Home Wizards.
Exactly.
You get some great information.
All of a sudden, nature just comes and it's like singing and happy.
And there's like birds around you.
Exactly. It's like a Disney movie or something. So let's guide you through some of these plants. All right. Number one is the trumpet. The trumpet plant, all right? Now, let me give you a visual on this.
Okay.
It literally looks like a trumpet, and it's a vine. It's a great, beautiful plant. It comes in various blooms of like shades of pink and like a yellow and an orange. But when you get this trumpet, or even it comes in a purple or a violet as well. But we have these on our deck. A couple, in fact, as vines with a trellis, and they look great. They're an evergreen plant, and then when the flowers come spring to summer, the hummingbirds say, "You know what? Yum! I'm all there."
Yeah, that's the place. It's the hot spot. Trumpet vine.
The trumpet vine is a good one. Okay. The next one to add to your list. I mean, these are all really easy, and you're going to find these everywhere. These aren't really, super fancy schmancy plants. You can find these in the big box store or your garden center. This other one's called bee balm. That's a great one. The trumpet honeysuckle. Again, the trumpet theme is very common because they love to they like a tubular effect. They put their little
beak in there.
Schnooks in there. Exactly, and they get the good juice.
Right.
A cardinal flower is a good one.
Hold on. Can I just tell you the honeysuckle? That's my favorite smell in the world.
You love it?
I love the honeysuckle. So if anybody ever wants to buy me men's fragrance, definitely go for honeysuckle.
We'll get you the honeysuckle. Good to know. But yeah, so the trumpet vine, the honeysuckle, salvia is a good one. Now,
I know
salvia, of course, is it's that it comes in the beautiful shades of purple, but you also can get it in now a red color as well, and it lights up your yard like the 4th of July. So it's attractive, it's drought tolerant, and it just so happens that the hummingbird loves those little blooms. The nectar is just yummy.
Great.
So add that. Fuchsia. Now, fuchsia is a great plant. Fuchsia I love these for hanging baskets. Have you ever had the fuchsia? You know what I'm
fuchsia
talking about?
almost looks like a Cinderella dress to me.
That's
like
a good way of putting
ball
it.
gown or
It looks
something,
like
doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It looks like a little skirt that's with layers.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it comes in different shades of pinks and creams and reds and purples, and it has just, almost like little eardrops hanging down. It's almost like
that's
jewels,
pretty. I know that one, yeah.
But they love the shade. They love the shade to maybe just a little bit of sun. But boy, do the hummingbirds love that. And so if you were to get a basket, and this is a good time to find the
that'd be
fuchsia.
a good hanging basket plant.
A good
right?
hanging basket
Yeah.
because it's a cascading plant. The blooms are heavy and they love to kind of drape over the basket itself.
Gotcha.
Right?
Okay.
But there's over 100 different kinds of these different fuchsia, and they really are beautiful. So check those out. The columbine is something that looks very, very exotic. It comes in. God, it's a very complex plant. It has pinks and yellows and purples, but it thrives almost anywhere from woodland paths to backyard gardens to open slopes. The hummingbird loves this guy. So do look up
Columbine.
the
Yeah.
columbine.
Okay, I love that one.
Okay, and it's going to bloom from it's still a little early, but from late spring to early summer, and the flowers are anything from yellow to red to pink to blue to purple, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous flower. So now you have all of those so far added to your list. Also, you might want to consider the cardinal flower. Now, this one, you don't have to look very hard to see it. It has these very bright scarlet, deep, deep red blooms. And the leaves are super dark green. It looks great in the garden. And you basically are going to see it growing mainly in the summertime. It's about 3 feet high, part shade to full sun. But boy, do the hummingbirds love this one as well. So now, just think of it. You can create a whole landscape, whether it's in containers or in the ground, and the hummingbirds are going to be coming in, and you are going to feel like you're in your own little special fantasy
Fantastic.
land.
Love it. Now don't forget too, some of these plants are going to have specific climatic needs. So that Sunset book has that great book that tells you in your area which one of these plants are going to work in terms of the zone. So definitely check that out before you go out and spend a bunch of money on stuff.
Yeah, that's
you want to
good
make
idea.
sure it's going to thrive in your climate.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
That's good. And hollyhock is something that you might want to consider. It has flowers that are basically from cream to pink. And they're grows about 8 feet high, and it really is another one that just it attracts the hummingbird like crazy. But I think the honeysuckle trumpet is one of my favorites because of the color and because of the beautiful scent, and it's going to bloom in the summertime. It climbs about 12 feet high.
I'm going to do all these because you know what I want to have an area for the finch feeder, and then I want to just have a hummingbird and butterfly garden. So I'm going to take one side of my yard and do this because the colors are so vibrant. It's going to be fantastic.
And they are, and both butterflies and hummingbirds are total suckers for the honeysuckle trumpet because of the yummy nectar. And then finally, it's the red hot poker. Now this guy you probably have seen around. It kind of has. It looks, they call it like a torch lily is the slang for it, but it stands up almost like a torch. Like picture like a torch or almost like a cattail, right? But the bloom is shaggy in shades of red and orange and yellow in cascading hues. Does that make sense?
I got you, yeah.
And they call it the red hot poker. So it truly looks like a torch, almost like, the Statue of Liberty holding the torch up. And so you would have, let's say, maybe about 10 of these all in a cluster.
Beautiful.
And the hummingbirds love this. And you're going to love it because it's so gorgeous as the colors just fade from yellow to orange to red. Really, really pretty.
They're going to refer to me as the hummingbird guy.
I know. I want pictures. We want to put them
You'll
on the
see me.
website.
I'll be wearing a robe. Have all these birds around me with lambs. It's going to be fantastic. Wait till you see me.
Oh my gosh. It's going to be the new Disney movie. I love it with lambs and a wishing well.
That's right.
Oh, that's so sweet. Well, we hope you had some fun times with us. I hope you've been inspired to do something to the space you call home. Where to begin? There's so many
There's
ideas,
a lot to
right?
do, yeah.
And just go to the website. We're all there with all the tips and the shows, and email us. Let us know what you're up to, okay? yourhomewizards.com. Have a great time, and until next time, remember this, the key is under the mat.
I'll light the fire while you place the flowers in the vase that you bought today.